This is Connor, Macaire, Emma, and Jack.
"26 years ago, Grecius was at war. Grecius was at war with itself. Each one of these 6 islands wanted to take over the other islands so that that certain island could have power. But as the war drew to a close, invaders came from another kingdom up north and tried to attack one of the islands. Luckily, the people of the islands of Grecius were able to realize that they had to put aside their differences, and they joined together and they defeated the invaders. And that was how Grecius went from 6 islands to become one kingdom. Our rulers are King Augustine and and Queen Reina. King Augustine was born to what would have been equivalent to a gentry family. His father was a soldier in the war, and his mother was one of the leaders in the government of Grecius. At just 18 years old, he was drafted into the Royal Guard of Grecius, the best soldiers that the islands of Grecius have, and he was sent away to the training camp on one of the islands. He later managed to save his own battalion along with the king and the royal family, so when the king ended up passing away, he left Augustine the throne. Queen Reina was the king's daughter, and Queen Reina was very different from other royals because while most of them stayed inside the castle and didn't go out, she tried as best as she could to help people in the war without actually fighting.
Today we will be presenting to you the country of the islands of Grecius. Grecius means Greek.
The islands of Grecius have many different creatures, including satyr, centaurs, nads, nymphs, monsters, dolphins, pegasi, horses, and as well as people.
The islands of Grecius contain 6 islands. The island of Grecius, which is the main island, the mythical island, the oracle's island, the dwarf mining island, the hero's island, and the forager's island.
All the islands have their values that are critical to the society of the islands of Grecius.
The island of Grecius is the main island where King Augustine and Queen Reina's palace is located. The temple for the gods are also located on this island. There is a temple for Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hermes, Hephaestus, Dionysus, Apollo, Ares, Hera, Athena, Artemis, Demeter, and Aphrodite. This cemetery is also located on the main island.
So there's the temple for all the gods, and the cemetery is right there. And it explains those, so that's the cemetery. The mythical island is the island of all the unknown about the country. This is the island that has the most magical creatures and has a lot of humans doesn't have a lot of humans living on the island. So it shows the dragons for the dragon cabins live here. Ogre hills are here. There's 2 lakes with Greek monsters and a river and a forest, and then an enchanted forest, which the enchanted forest is right here, the forest is here, and then the lakes are and other things are around here.
The oracle's island is where the oracle of Delphi lives. The oracle is a priestess of Apollo. The oracle gives glimpses of the future. So this is where the oracle lives. This is her fort, and that's her forest.
Right here. The dwarf mining island is where a lot of the kingdom's expensive riches are mined. So right here across from the volcano is the dwarf mines, and we've got a track that connects the 2 islands since they're very close, 2 mine carts that run to the shaft, and once they collect a lot of diamonds and all the other precious metals, they'll put them in this storage here, and then they'll be used for kingdom's trading and so forth.
The Forager's Island is where the metals from the dwarf mining island are forged or made into weapons and jewelry. And here is
is where young men and women train to be heroes in wars. Right here is the island where we have an arena where soldiers sleep. We have stables, a mess hall, which is the main hall, archery, and then we have storage.
We possess gold, silver, iron, whale oil, horses, pegasi, diamonds, lumber, and we have good agriculture. We export gold, silver, iron, diamonds, horses, and pegasi to the Isle of Acer. We also export gold, silver, and iron to the country of Thailand.
We import sweets and house pets from the Isle of the Acer. We also import electronics and clocks from the country of Thailand.
King Augustine I is
Loyal,
Brave,
Strong,
loving.
kind,
courageous,
smart, and fun.
Queen Reina I is
loving,
kind,
Courageous,
smart.
funny,
brave,
The federal laws are
freedom of speech,
equality for every man and woman,
do not kill,
do not steal,
do not drive a chariot without a permit.
and the name of the flag of the Islands of Gracias is the 6-star laurel.
the national flower is a hyacinth.
There are 6 stars to represent the 6 islands on the flag.
the national tree is an olive tree,
The national animal is a dolphin.
And the national sport is also sword fighting.
Hera, Hera, the goddess of marriage, is on the $1 bill.
Athena, the goddess of wisdom, is on the $5 bill.
Hades, the god of the underworld, is on the $10 bill.
Poseidon, the god of the oceans, is on the $20 bill.
Hermes, the messenger god, is on the $50 bill.
And Zeus, the god of the sky and ruler of the gods, is on the $100 bill.
This is our king and queen.
And the laws of our islands of Gracias are freedom of speech, equality for every man and woman, do not kill, do not steal, and do not drive a chariot without a permit.
These are the creatures that live in our kingdom. We have a satyr, we have a centaur, a naiad, a nymph, monsters, dolphins, pegasi, horses, and people. This is the Islands of Gracias.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.